What's going on, guys? MariK here. Last week we covered all of the maps for the classic Battlefront 1 game, went over their layouts, and talked strategy for each of the various factions. This week we'll be talking about the maps in Battlefront 2, going over the changes to the maps that have come from the first game, discussing strategies for the new maps that are new to the second game, and going over various strategies for each faction on each map. Jabba's Palace makes a permanent return this time around, as before it was a DLC map for the first game. It is now one of the standard maps for the second game. The layout to this map is exactly the same, and 4 of the 5 command posts are the same as well. When spawning as the Empire and the clones, you have the barracks, and when spawning as the rebels and the droids, you have what I'm designating as the pool. I don't know what else to call that command post. In the previous game, they would have the room right below it, which is called the Keeper's Chambers. And just like in the previous game, the droid repair, the throne room, and the prison are all neutral command posts. The Gamorrean guards also make their return on this map to be just as much of a headache as they were in the first game. They're going to spawn all over the map, and they can one-shot you with their axe. I believe they can even one-shot heroes. So if you're playing as a hero with them, either be sure to kill them or just stay the fuck away from them. So when spawning as the Empire or the Republic, I usually go straight for the throne room. You're definitely going to run into at least 1, if not 2, of the Gamorrean guards on your way down there. Kill them as quick as possible, because those things hit like a truck and they take as much damage as a truck probably would as well. One hit from a Gamorrean guard is enough to take out pretty much any class. I don't even think the heavies really stand a whole lot of a chance against them, because they're going to one-shot droids. They definitely seem like they spawn more frequently in Battlefront 2, which is not something I was looking forward to learning, but once you know it, you know how to avoid them, and you know how to deal with the situation. I love how when you quote-unquote damage a dead body, it will continue to do death screams. It's a really neat little feature. I don't know if it was meant to be a feature, but it definitely is one. Fuck, and there's a damn Gamorrean guard. Now I've got my weapon of choice, especially when playing as the Empire. The Dark Troopers Artcaster, when charged up, can take out so many rebels when you hold down this choke point. And once you have the damage boost, either from a pickup, from an Imperial officer, or once you have the permanent unlock, it helps you shred this hallway even more so than you already could. I'm so glad that Gamorrean Guard was more interested in the rebels than he was me. The chain lightning is just so good on this map, especially these command posts in particular. Fuck! Ew, ugly. This is a very easy map to get a good lead on, but if you're not careful, things can go very south for you very fast. Or for your teammates if you shock the wrong person. The other alternative strategy would still have you going towards the throne room, because you still want to take this command post before the enemy can. However, once you take the throne room, instead of heading towards the droid repair, well, there goes that guy. Instead of heading towards the droid repair, you're just... That's the other thing that fucking drives me insane. The Gamorrean guards can freaking do, like, force jump, fucking backflips, front flips, side flip shit, like the damn Jedi hero characters. It's absolutely insane what they allow these damn fucking Gamorrean shit stains to do. But I usually take the throne room and then attempt to take the prison. It's not as easy of a job to do than it is to just kind of funnel them in at the droid repair. Because of the absurd amount of Gamorreans that spawn on this map, nothing is ever easy. Holding down the throne room is probably one of the most difficult things that you can try and do on this map. With either the Dark Trooper or possibly even the Rocket Trooper, you can pretty much funnel enemies here with the stairs to the prison as well. Having that jetpack to get away from these fucks is also nice. Sometimes you can't help but just watch as your teammates get mauled to death by a giant pig with a battle axe. When playing as the rebels and the droids, the easiest command post to go for is the droid repair bay. The unfortunate part about it is, as I just showed you with the Empire side, it's really easy to get pinned down at this command post if they know what they're doing, or if they choose to take advantage of having the higher elevation. You just have to be careful, because as with every part of the map and every warning I've given, those Gamorrean guards will absolutely wreck you. One of my preferred methods is always holding up in... Oh, shit, that's a teammate. Is holding up in... That's a teammate, too. Fuck. Holding up in this corner, this little safe space over here. There's a health droid. There's an ammo droid. And for the most part, they won't come after you if you're over here. You do have to be careful, because if they are down this hallway here that leads over towards... what command post is it? The barracks... then they can kind of catch you by surprise, and they can definitely snipe down that hallway at you. Another strategy you can take if you want to skip the droid repair bay is to go down this tunnel, just like we showed in the video for the first game's map, and head straight up the stairs to the throne room. It is a lot harder to take the throne room this way, because you're pretty much trying to take it solo, or at least to stall them from taking it. You can hide in the corner like I showed you guys a few minutes ago, but it's... If maybe a couple of players were to take that route, you could probably prevent them from taking the command post, but doing it solo really isn't going to get you the desired result that you want. Ow! If you happen to fall into the Rancor pit, the Rancor itself doesn't move. You can move out of the way pretty easily, and there's plenty of space between you and it. AI seem to fall down here pretty frequently, especially the Gamorreans. You can kind of kite them, and if you get them in front of the Rancor, he will actually eat them. There's a little room right here with a health and ammo droid that I don't see the purpose of, because you don't ever want to be down here. There's no point in holding down this chamber. The only really beneficial thing I can see is that you can kind of poke out right here at the exit and attempt to either head towards the prisons or head towards the pool, depending on which command post you are trying to defend or take. But there's already health and ammo droids out here, so I don't really know what the point is to them being in there, unless there's actually a way to kill the Rancor, but I've never tried to do that in this game. This isn't KOTOR 1. The other option is to spawn at the pool and head straight for the prison. I don't really see this being I don't really see this being a good strategy even at all, just because this command post grants no strategic value whatsoever aside from just holding it. And if you aren't paying enough attention, all these doors surrounding you have the ability, yep, see right there, they have the option to open up, and that right there, that's why we don't bother taking the prison. So that's going to be it for our strategic map overview of Jabba's palace. All 4 of the outer command posts serve no purpose whatsoever other than being somewhere to spawn. I suppose the droid repair bay is an okay one to control, but the prison's pretty useless, the pool's pretty useless, and the barracks are okay because they're right there by the throne room, but the throne room is where everything happens, and that's the one command post that you want to take, that you want to hold on to. The Gamorrean guards run rampant in this game compared to the first game. They spawn more frequently, they're more agile, they can jump and do flips and shit that the Jedi characters can do that they just couldn't do in the first game, and they one-shot pretty much everything, including heroes. So this level is just a massacre. It's constant battles, it's constant death, and really, if you manage to make it through a match on Jabba's palace without getting killed and actually playing the game the whole time, not camping or hiding, mad props to you, because those Gamorrean guards are a bitch. Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection comes out in just 2 weeks, so we hope to see you on the Battlefront.